What is going on, everybody? It's the Botch Guy here, and not only is the Botch Guy here, we have our great friend, one of the best YouTubers in the world, in my opinion, Mr. C Wrestling. What's up, C?
I'm just chilling, man. It's 4 a.m. Raw's finished. I'm sat on my sofa, just chilling now. Just chilling.
Just hanging out. Just hanging out. Yeah,
except
man,
I'm held prisoner on the Botch Guys YouTube channel instead of going to bed.
you gotta help me out, man. Considering I have all this new kind of studio set up, I'm just trying to get everything to work properly, and it's good to be able to catch up with you. I guess on stream here and talking some Monday Night Raw and maybe some Backlash and everything, and we're gonna get to it in pretty heavily. I just want to say also, what's going on, chat? Thanks for coming here. Let everybody know that we are live. Go ahead, feel free to share it. Your friends, if you have Discords, share it. Twitter, doesn't matter. Wherever you guys want to know, just go out, share, let people know that we are live. We're going to be talking about Monday Night Raw. And yeah, we could kind of just, first of all, I just want to know how have you been? See, what's new, man?
No, all good. I mean, it's just loads of wrestling. It's absolutely insane the amount of wrestling we get recently.
Man, it's been wild, huh? And there's been some absolutely killer matches in the last few weeks too, man. Especially that pay-per-view had just great matches. Now, I guess a lot of people weren't big fans of, maybe there wasn't so much kind of story progression in that pay-per-view, but the quality of the matches, man, like I thought it was just great, man. What did you think about it?
Oh, I mean, yeah, I agree. I don't know why so many people just didn't like the pay-per-view. By the way, if you don't know, I talk to Botch Guy on Discord all the time, and I'm really struggling not to swear right now because it's just
you can swear. I don't care if you swear. Here, I'll start it off. Fuck. Okay, there you go. Feel free. No, you can swear. Go ahead, man. I don't care. That doesn't bother me at all.
Right, that's it. My challenge tonight: get the Botch Guy cancelled. Right, anyway.
It's okay. I don't think swearing gets people canceled. There's probably other things, but
no, I'm
so
joking.
much swearing. What did you think about Jeff Cobb showing up?
Oh, it's so good. Absolutely good. Do you know what? I love the fact I didn't see it coming. Even though there's all these online rumors and everything like that. Like, oh, Solo's there. Solo's going to screw LA Knight. Okay. And then boom, it's just like, so well done.
Yeah, it was pretty nice to see him. Like, me personally, I haven't watched a lot of his stuff. I have heard of him. I know he's really good in the ring. I'm really curious to see how he is on the mic. That kind of gets me excited. But it's going to be interesting to see kind of that faction kind of develop. Do you think maybe there's going to be another member there, or is that it?
I don't know, because you got the Tongans going to come back, aren't they? And yeah, I'm assuming they're going to be with Solo. So Jacob branching out on his own makes some more sense to me.
Yeah, Jacob is going to be branching out more of a face here. He's already starting to kind of feel that way. I was actually surprised they never did Solo versus Jacob at WrestleMania. I thought that's where they were going to go before, but it looks like now you can see why they're going to be extending that storyline, adding some more little elements towards it, and it should be pretty cool to see.
I mean, we got the first 2-night SummerSlam coming up.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's right. It's going to be a double this year, right?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, every year now.
Man, that's crazy, man. I guess WWE's hot, right? So they're just trying to.
Oh, look, we get PLE pretty much every 2 weeks at the minute. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. All right, so let's get to Monday Night Raw today. What did you think about just bare minimum here at the beginning before we kind of get through it? What did you think about the show? Did you enjoy the show? Did you not enjoy it? What did you think?
I thought it was decent. I mean, I think it done a lot to set up after Backlash and stuff. I think like there was elements of it I didn't enjoy, like the whole Gunther thing. I like the fact that he's challenging for the world title, but I hated that he barely even acknowledged Pat McAfee. Like you just had a war and you just didn't even go up and like, either pay respect to him or do anything at all. Just no mention of it in that segment. I just think, why wouldn't Gunther react at all,
The thing of it is, like, because Gunther at the end of the match gave some respect to Pat McAfee, which was kind of surprising considering the kind of character he is. So I think it means a little bit more in that sense. Now, the fact that you had tonight, you had Pat McAfee come out there, he got another good reaction from the crowd. You can see the crowd really does love Pat McAfee. And just in general, I like, if we're gonna just talk about the show quickly as a whole before we get into the little parts, like I thought it was a pretty good show, a solid show from the beginning to the end. I don't think it was one of those shows that are gonna be like super memorable down the road or anything like that. But I thought it was pretty entertaining from beginning to the end. I thought the crowd was, kind of. I do think they picked it up near the end. There was kind of some lull moments in between, in the middle there a little bit.
Oh,
but
yeah, AJ and Finn.
Yeah.
That was a disaster. The match was perfect.
Yes.
There's nothing wrong with the match, but the
that
crowd.
Styles
where
clash,
did
that
go?
counter.
Yeah.
Oh, that was such a smooth style clash counter too, AC.
So good.
Oh, so good, so good. So the opening promo, you had CM Punk basically come out there and he was talking to his crap. The funny thing is when Paul Heyman came out, he's called him a penguin, which was so good. I thought that was pretty funny. What do you think about CM Punk right now? Like, how do you think he's going to be kind of establishing himself moving forward now with this whole feud going on? Obviously, you have Seth Rollins, Bron Breakker, Sami Zayn being involved here. Like, how do you think this is all gonna kind of play out in the next few weeks?
Oh, easy. I think Seth hinted it tonight. Punk likes to be the victim. So he's already had his best friend turn on him. He's now formed an alliance with Sami Zayn. What happens if Sami Zayn turns on him?
Ooh. So you're thinking it's kind of like a long game here with Sami?
Yeah. I mean, look at what they did after WrestleMania when Sami come out with Jay. They hinted so much that Sami was going to turn. Like, we were all on the edge of our seats. We all thought Sami was about to kick him in the face. No. They're going to do it. They got to.
And the reaction at that moment, remember, the crowd was like just waiting for it and it never happened, but they were like so waiting for it. Hey, what's up, Con man? What's going on, buddy? We have Connie here. Nice for you to join us, man. Yeah, well, me and C are live. This is the unnamed wrestling podcast 0.75. Come on, Con, you want to come on here too? If you want, feel free, man. By the way, so see, I know you really wanted to talk about this right here. What do you think about what's going on with Cross here, the New Day, just in general with his character, man?
Man, do you know what? I think Cross, terminology for WWE is obviously, there, but he's a superstar. He's so good. And in one segment tonight, where he wasn't even actually in part of, he's just in the background. All you see on social media is people saying, "Oh my God, what's this mean? What's Cross doing? What's Cross?" Like, I hate to compare. I always hate to compare. But, Bray Wyatt, just one little thing can make everyone talk. And that's exactly what Karrion's doing at the minute. And that's the way it should be. And I think Karrion's really captured the imagination of fans. And I think this segment, just having him talk to New Day, two things. Either New Day's going to join Cross, or he's hinting that a tag team's going to join him, and it's going to be the Righteous.
See, that's the big thing. Is this more of just like a tag team type tease with the Righteous more than so-called the New Day specifically? Because when we talked a little bit off camera here, you think that might be the way they're leaning, eh?
I mean, I don't go much into the whole social media teasing thing because you wait to see things on the show. But if New Day was going to join Cross, you'd think they'd have done it when they initially turned heel. But they didn't. They're doing it randomly now. So, I don't know. I just got to think that maybe that's the way they go. Maybe it is the Righteous. Righteous coming in and the Righteous having their match with New Day for the tag belts. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't mind.
I just want to see Cross more on TV, more promos, more matches, more everything. Cross has found that level recently mostly because he put in the work off camera through his Twitter and everything. And now he's finally starting to get kind of that traction. And then he cut that insane promo as well. He's finally starting to move forward.
I know you said he was going to, but I don't know if you got around to it yet. He posted a documentary on his YouTube channel. Oh my God, it's so good. It's basically following him around WrestleMania. And honestly, if someone hasn't watched it yet, make sure you do, because it's so good. Everything he says in there, just obviously you get to know the person behind the Karrion Cross character. at the same time you're seeing the character. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely. By the way, a huge shout out here to Hawk, who became a YouTube member. He's a longtime OG of the channel. Thank you so much, Hawk. I really appreciate it. All the people that donate and all the people that become members of the Botch Guy, I really, really appreciate it. And also, of course, we have our lovely guest here, C Wrestling, joining us, talking some Monday Night Raw and pay-per-view and pretty much everything going. It's really lovely to have him. And you have a big audience here that seems to love you, man. They keep asking how you're doing. See, we asked you already, but how are you doing, man?
Oh, good. Very good.
That's good, man. That's good. All right, so let's get on to the next thing that I really wanted to talk about. Is you have at main event, Saturday night main event, Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker versus CM Punk and Sami Zayn. Do you think this is the moment where Sami potentially turns around here? Or do you think this is just going to be just more story progression more than anything?
I think so. I mean, especially now I know it annoys Con Man. Yeah, just do it.
Well, you think so? Oh, no way. Con Man would love to see a Sami Zayn heel turn. You know what? Nothing's going to ever live down the moment. I hope he's still in here. Nothing's going to ever live down the moment of Con Man dressing up as Randy Orton and then literally be on TV like 5 different times in his Randy Orton outfit.
WWE did it so dirty, man.
So dirty. It's so funny. But hey, it was on TV, so like that's as good as ever. Crazy Cowboy, man. Thanks for the subscribing to both of our channels. Yeah, and if you guys haven't subscribed to C Wrestling, make sure you do subscribe to C. He is an absolute legend on YouTube here. All right, so the next thing we want to talk about here is the Money in the Bank qualifying matches starts next Monday.
Yes.
How do you think this is going to shape up?
Honestly, I don't know who's in the matches. I mean, that's impossible to guess, but just skip forward to Money in the Bank. I say it, I want Cross to win it.
Yes. I was thinking the same thing, man. I think Cross would be just such a name because of the momentum, right? And what better time to kind of debut the Righteous, right? Have them surprise come out there and help out Cross. You start that faction. He has the belt, right? He can start getting that momentum. Everybody fucking loves him, right? So especially now, right? Why not? Why not have this kind of start going properly, you know, and start that real push for him?
Just imagine every time you see the world champion, like they did tonight with Jey Uso, right? He's walking to the ring, and in the background, there's Cross with the briefcase. There's Scarlett with the hourglass. Like, you know, tick tock to the countdown. He's going to cash in. When is it going to be? Who knows? Like, you don't need to have Cross wrestle every week. I want to see him wrestle more, but you don't have to have him every week. As long as he's doing something, as long as he's eyeing his prize. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. And another interesting name that I heard a lot of people have been kind of bringing up, if you're going to try potentially to have someone from NXT be a big surprise, is I have heard some people wanting to see someone like Obafemi make his debut and potentially win his opening match as a Money in the Bank kind of champion right off the bat. What do you think about that kind of crazy rumor that's been going around?
I wouldn't be opposed to it. I mean, anything's possible. It's WWE. Let's do something we ain't done before, and that's something we ain't done before. So yeah, I wouldn't be opposed.
I've always loved when the WWE kind of breaks out of that shell and does some creative stuff that people don't think about. Like all the we've done backstage attacks before, but when Bronson Reed just did that turtle attack, because I saw the fucking comment saying I like turtles. I said the turtle attack. I saw the I like turtles comment and I said turtle attack. How do I even transition? When Bronson went out there and did that car spot, which was awesome. And, obviously Braun Strowman, before he got released, was putting in some crazy good work as well. And he actually has like a show coming up.
Yeah, I've got to ask you, have you seen that they're actually making a show for Braun?
Yeah, I hope he gets all the royalties from it. That's for sure.
Well, it's WWE produced. Like, there was a rumor that apparently they've ended things on good terms, so he can go back, and they hope that he will. But my God, like, how do you release someone when you know you've got an upcoming show that stars them? What's that about? That's crazy.
Who knows, man? The thing is, like, all the release conversation, it's obviously brutal to talk about. And obviously, of course, today we in way more serious terms, we lost Sabu as well. So rest in peace to Sabu, an absolute legend. But like with the releases as well, we lost a lot of good wrestlers to go into other promotions. I'm sure they're going to have great careers. Obviously, Dakota Kai's one name that comes up right away, right? That could potentially be just a huge star elsewhere. And Braun Strowman, man, to be honest, man, I really enjoyed his run that he had this time around. I really did. And I was a bit surprised he got released. I didn't see that coming, but he wasn't moving around as fluently. But when you put in the work like that, like, it's kind of hard, you know what I mean? To release a guy like that.
There was a report that apparently he suffers with 15% paralysis.
Oh, really?
Head. Yeah. Apparently, his injuries are racked up quite a lot. But I mean, if he's still able to go, maybe you do want to bring him back for the odd feud, especially if you're going to do something with the White Six in the future. Do you know?
Yeah, I don't think this is the last time we see Braun Strowman. He'll show up from time to time. Maybe when the White Six start doing some stuff again, that would be interesting to see. We have AJ Styles and Penta versus the Judgment Day with JD and Finn Balor next Monday. What do you think about that match?
I'm okay with it. I just don't know why it's JD McDonough. Like, surely it should be Dom, because Penta's just wrestled Dom. AJ wants to wrestle Dom. I get that they're the tag team, but surely it should be Dom and Finn, and then play on the dynamic of, Finn doesn't like Dom. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What is going on with Dom?
I have no idea.
Where is Dom? Didn't they had that at what's it called? The Michael Cole and what's his name? Pat McAfee were just kept on going to Carlito and to Finn there, and just kept saying, "Hey, where's Dom? Where's Dom?" They mentioned it like 20 times. Why are they ignoring me? Where's Dom? And they're just ignoring him the whole time.
Here's a question. What do you think about Finn talking to Roxanne Perez 2 weeks in a row?
Well, we've had Finn Balor have these kind of backstage stuff with not just Roxanne, but also with Liv Morgan a little bit back as well, right? A lot of people thought maybe Finn was going to be doing some stuff with Liv Morgan. Maybe they liked the reaction from the social media aspect from that, and maybe now they're going to try to do something not similar, obviously, to a Dom and Liv, because they just had so much just amazing chemistry, not just like on-screen chemistry, but I mean, like, just in general, like the great chemistry in the ring as well. And maybe they're trying to do something similar, just add a more dynamic part of his character, maybe add something more, I don't know, like Finn Balor is one of those guys that it's just like everybody knows how insanely talented this guy is, right? Everybody knows. And when you have a person this talented, you just want to have them on TV over and over and over. But, with the Judgment Day kind of trying to find its way again a little bit here, I do wonder if they're going to try to add more layers on top of these guys' characters. Like, for example, like JD McDonough, they've added a few more layers since he came back, especially since he came back for his injury. And I do wonder if they're going to be trying to do that with Finn Balor here. Maybe you could add, Roxanne in this. I don't know. Where do you think they're going with this?
Honestly, so I was going to say one thing, but I'm going to change my mind just because I've just seen a comment from Alexa Bliss Gamer. That apparently WWE's posted a video of Roxanne and Giulia breaking up, I suppose, after Raw. So maybe like Roxanne does join Finn, and then we do Dom and Liv versus Finn and Roxanne, maybe.
Ooh, yeah, that would be fun. That would be interesting. And with Roxanne and Giulia breaking up there, it just opens up, like, we talked a bit about this off camera, like about like WWE fans trying to getting upset that, how do I word this? So in my opinion, I want to see new wrestlers get opportunities on a pretty regular basis, as long as they're good storylines attached to them. So now we have Roxanne and Giulia getting some love here on the main roster. Giulia just had her first match, I believe. Like, this is her first Raw match on the main roster, right? I think that's what they advertised. And Roxanne has been kind of doing a lot of stuff in the last few months. It's nice to see them kind of breaking out of their shell and going out and getting some new wrestlers kind of coming in here and getting a lot of work, some story time work, because that's what I want to see. It's like, look at Lyra and Becky. In my opinion, Lyra has been your breakout star of 2025. That's what I believe. Because her promo work has been fire. And then on top of it, her wrestling has been mint. And everything with Becky Lynch, because when Becky Lynch came back, I'm like, okay, this could be interesting. Becky Lynch has been doing great too, especially that promo tonight too, being that kind of cocky, selfish, I'm the best type of promo, right?
While you're mentioning that, do you not think it's really brave of WWE, right? They've taken John Cena, turned him heel, and said, I hate the fans. They've taken Becky Lynch, they turned her heel, and said, I hate the fans. And I just think, where do you go with that? Because you're not going to put Cena and Becky together. But, like, I really do want to see some kind of interaction between the two, and they agree with each other. Do you know what I mean?
Well, not to mention the whole Triple H, coming out there and saying, the whole fans shouldn't be critical, just enjoy the show type comments. Like, that was...
Yeah.
like people are allowed to be critical or not critical of a product. There's nothing wrong with as long as you're doing it in a respectful manner. I don't think there's anything wrong with criticism. You think think about it, like in sports wise in general. You think people, like, I'm a Canucks fan, right? I fucking hate the Edmonton Oilers, right? As long as you're respectful, that's what rivalries are for. Now, and obviously wrestling, you don't have that type of a sports rivalry, but you have people you like and people you don't dislike. Like, for example, like, I like John Cena and his character right now. I also like the heel turn, but would I say this has been the best run of his career? No, but it's been good, right? I'm allowed to be critical, a little critical of it. I think it's been all right. It hasn't been 10 out of 10, but there's still so much more to go, right?
The other side of that is someone you mentioned earlier, Dakota Kai being released, right? We all know Dakota can do so much more in WWE. And I think it is a fumble on Triple H's part that she hasn't. And yes, that's me criticizing it. That's okay. Of course, that's okay. Like, why would you not critique something when it's plainly obvious? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. However, this is what I say is, I do agree WWE can't get it right all the time. Not everyone you want to see go to the world title is going to win the world title. Unfortunately, that's just the nature of the beast. And like you said, everyone wants to see new stars. Sometimes you've got to make horrible decisions. And I don't agree with that. I hate it. I mean, I remember what it was like when Bray got released. I hated that so much. But, like, at the same time, there has to be a level of understanding there. But we're allowed to critique it when they get it wrong. Of course we are.
Yeah, and we've lost some just amazing people in the last while, man, with Bray and Sabu and everything. Just... it sucks, man, especially with Bray. I'm a massive, massive fan of Bray Wyatt, and I hope the Wyatt Six kind of starts moving forward here soon. I wonder where they're going to be going now with Charlotte Flair, Alexa Bliss. So what's your opinion on Alexa Bliss? What do you think Alexa Bliss is doing talking to Charlotte Flair? What's happening there, see?
It was a curveball, wasn't it? I've got absolutely no idea. No idea. I really hope they go with a Dark Queen gimmick this rumored. Yes. I think that would be so cool.
Give me, you know what? I've advertised this before. I'll advertise it again. I am a big Charlotte Flair fan. I've always been a big Charlotte Flair fan. I think she's one of the best wrestlers on the planet. But even I gotta say, listen, she needs a gimmick change, or at least an evolution of the gimmick. She can't just be woo 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 every single time, right? Like you gotta do something different. You can't just be the queen the whole time. It gets boring if you do the same thing over and over and over again. So I want to see a gimmick progression with her character. I want to see something different with her. And if if it's going to be the dark Charlotte gimmick with the Dark Queen and you have Alexa kind of bring it out of her, listen.
Just imagine Charlotte coming out with black hair, black, like, emo style face paint. Like, it would be so, like, oh my God. Do you know what I mean?
I'll tell you this, man. Charlotte already has, like, the most craziest fits, like, in general. Can you imagine what she would come up with, like a Dark Queen gimmick? Oh my God.
Yeah,
I'm sure she would look insane, man. Let's get quickly into this one. Sheamus and Grayson Waller. Grayson Waller and what's his name? Oh my God. Help me.
Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yes, thanks, buddy. I was gonna say Austin Creed. I was gonna say Apollo Crews. Like, what's his name? Why am I completely zoning out here? Who's Grayson Waller with right now? Theory, Austin Theory. Thank God. Thank God. My God.
That's what we name him now. Stone Cold Steve Austin Theory.
Oh, is that what it is? Oh,
yeah.
Man. Well, he's not doing the Vince McMahon gimmick anymore, right? Yes, that's for sure.
Thank God. Yeah.
Who might be starting his own promotion or something? I don't know. That's a topic for another day. But what do you think? When is Grayson Waller and Theory eventually finally going to be breaking up here?
I hope it's soon. I mean, we've waited forever for this. Like, just do it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm okay with them prolonging stuff, but when you're not featuring people on TV as much, just get to the point, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. Just get to the point, get to it. It's been so long, but like I do think both of them, like with the right gimmick and the right push, I think they can be really, really good, entertaining people to feature maybe in the mid card right now and maybe even potentially higher up, especially Grayson Waller. Dude, he loves the business, man. Remember when he got so pissed off in that interview? Like that one in Australia, I think it was.
Yeah.
He loves the business, man. And I would like to see more from him for sure. We have Jey Uso and Bron Breakker next Monday as well. That's gonna be it's gonna be a physical match, that's for sure. I haven't asked you yet, really. What do you think about Jey Uso's run as champion right now?
I like it. I like the fact he's actually defending the belt a lot. He only wrestled Seth last week. He's got Logan Paul in 2 weeks' time. And then a couple of weeks after that, he's facing Gunther, probably, as long as he retains, which he will. So, yeah, I mean, I like the fact he's a fighting champion. I want Bron to beat him next week, though.
Mm-hmm. Well, I hope Bron beats him next week. I would assume. Remember, like they just attacked Jey Uso, right? So he's going to be coming kind of crippled into it as well, right? So, you know, he does have an excuse if he does lose. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of shenanigans that are going to be happening during that match as well.
Yeah.
Sami Zayn's going to get involved. Seth Rollins going to get involved. So it's going to be a good match. I don't think it's going to be too long. It's going to be pretty much just a quick little shenanigan match leading up to Saturday night main event, right? I think that's pretty fair to say. Now,
yeah, but that's the thing though. You got to have Bron beat Jey, because if you have Bron beat Jey, then that puts Bron in the title contention, right?
Mm-hmm.
How does Seth feel about that? Is Seth going to be happy for Bron to get a title shot?
Well, it depends on how far they're going with this storyline with Seth Rollins, Bron, and Paul Heyman. I don't think this is it. Character. I think there's going to be a new member, right?
Oh yeah, I think it's Sami Zayn.
You think Sami? And I was thinking maybe someone like here's the tricky part that I have in chat. Everybody in chat that's listening right now, lurking, feel free to type. Who do you think is going to join? If you think there's going to be another person joining the group with Bron Breakker, Paul Heyman, and Seth Rollins, and maybe what name do you think they should be as well? So here's the thing. I was thinking someone like Bronson Reed, right? But the problem with that is you already have this badass, heavy-hitting guy with Bron Breakker, right? And with Seth Rollins, you already have that kind of like that leader finesse, kind of like you have like the high impact type wrestler type, the athletic type. So I'm thinking like what makes a good 3-way group or a 4-way group? And I think what you need is potentially a hybrid. Now, Sami Zayn is a hybrid. Like, he's an athletic guy. You can cut promos. You can put him against mid-card people, high-card people. He's pretty much good everywhere. He'll make everybody look good. That's a good thing. Another name, someone said right there. I'll pop it on the screen. Ethan Page, right? Like, there's a guy who can do everything, right? So, and he can cut promos. He can work all across the cards. I think that would be a really interesting name here. Some people are saying Austin Theory. Some people are saying Obafemi. Now, I had a different plan for Obafemi. I don't know if I should share it because it's so long. See, I think I already told you it's like a 15-minute conversation about how I'll debut Obafemi, but maybe I'll leave it for some other time. But yeah, so it looks like there's a lot of different ways they could go there with that. Any final thoughts on that?
No, I just want Bron to win. I want Bron to win. I want Jey Uso to face him eventually. I want to explore the Seth Rollins character, and I want the third man to be Sami. And I'll tell you why. Sami's heel run previous, like, he was made a conspiracy theory nut. He was jobbed out to Johnny Knoxville. Like, heel Sami Zayn has never really been explored. And just imagine Sami with short hair, wearing a suit. I just think, let's give him a chance. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, tonight in the main event, we had Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Roxanne, and Giulia put on a really solid match. And we had Rhea Ripley eyeing the championship with Io. And before I get to it, before I get your opinion on this, I got to say, man, Io Sky has been absolute fire this year. I was talking about how Lyra Valkyria, because she's Lyra, she's put in such good work because she wasn't getting reactions. Now she's getting really good ones. So she's obviously putting in the work. People are starting to gravitate towards her. Another person you can say in that running is Io Sky, who's been absolutely on fire this year. I don't want her to lose the title anytime soon. I want her to hold on to it for a while. But, the WWE, they love Rhea too, and we love Rhea as well. Do you think eventually you're going to have Rhea take that title off of Io, or maybe someone else?
Yeah, she whether it's soon or later, it's going to happen, only because they're going to Australia. And that show is on Rhea's birthday.
Oh.
Like, they're doing a PLE in Australia on Rhea's birthday. Rhea's definitely the main event. She's either walking in the champ or walking out the champ. Easy.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, though, correct me if I'm wrong, chat, and you as well. If I'm not mistaken, hasn't a lot of the main event matches in like home cities recently have been people losing? Like, you know what I mean?
So, like, they'll at least have a walk in as champ. 100%.
What is that emoji? What is going on there?
Oh, that's the EO head thing, isn't it?
Is that doing the thing, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I didn't know there's someone just custom made an emoji on that.
Actually, I will say it's actually one time I think fans not get work. That's not the right terminology for this, but like, we've bought into the story that WWE told us, because prior to Mania, no one cared about EO. No one was talking about EO. It was all about Rhea and Bianca, and the story was EO's the afterthought. Because she won at WrestleMania, now everyone's into her. And you're right, she is so talented and she deserved that spotlight. And to see her now get her flowers and be shown that she's really good and really popular, great. Honestly, it's so good.
Yeah. And I'll say this about Io. I feel like the sky's the limit for her too. Like, I don't see her getting any worse anytime soon. It's weird. Like, she just keeps getting better. I think she's just getting more comfortable. It's just every year that goes by, she's just reaching another level. I do wonder when Bayley is going to come back here and how she's going to get involved with some of these feuds. A lot of people thought she was going to get involved with Becky Lynch, right? So, especially considering she was left out of WrestleMania. So, what do you think Bayley's going to be up to here?
It's got to be Becky. It's got to be. I was actually expecting Bayley tonight. When Becky sort of said, "Oh, Lyra went to the hospital," I thought Bayley at Backlash didn't happen. I thought Bayley tonight didn't happen. So I don't know. Maybe Bayley every night, and then maybe she's like the White at 6 and just wait months. I don't know.
Yeah. Just quickly here, I really want, because I haven't talked to you too much about this. What do you think about John Cena right now? What do you think about all his whole run as a whole right now in general? I know it's kind of a deep topic, but I'm just curious. What do you think about John as a heel in especially in the last few months here?
It's so good. So good. I think very brave on WWE's part. I think the stuff with The Rock, like, that's what everyone focuses on. And you didn't need The Rock to turn Cena heel. I think point proven with The Rock not being at WrestleMania and all that kind of stuff. We've seen the interviews and stuff afterwards. But eliminating that part, this character is so good. The way now he doesn't acknowledge Stu, the cameraman, when he comes out. The way now he just walks stoically to the ring. Look at the Tron behind him, all black. He just doesn't care. He's here, paycheck, title, get to December, he wants to leave with a belt. So focused, so obvious what he's doing, and it's so good, so good. And I love that we're getting the matches that we want to see. We wanted to see Randy Orton, check. People did say they want to see R-Truth. Looks like we're going to probably get that down the road. Good. Like, these things are good. And let's be fair, we're probably going to get Cena and Punk. Like, these are matches that fans desperately wanted. We're getting them.
And, you know, I'll say this with John Cena, you know, when that fan threw the beer bottle at him, the way he handled it, it's just such experience. It's such class. The way he did it, he didn't overreact on it. He turned it in. He flipped it from like the fan doing something stupid to elevating his heel character even more, right? And he just knows what he's doing. And yes, I'll be honest, like I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I was a little disappointed when The Rock hasn't been involved so much. We don't even know what the whole selling of the soul situation is. But I will say, like, if they're not going to, like, it should have never been a part of anything then, if that's the case, because he's been doing such a good job despite that, like, especially that match with Randy, man. Like, that match was the best match as his heel run.
Well, to be fair, people sit there and go, oh, the WrestleMania match with Cody, it was so bad, blah, blah. Travis Scott was awful. The long time it took him to get to the ring was awful. I agree with that. But the match itself between Cena and Cody was so good. I don't care what people say. In a few years' time, people will look back on that just like they do on Rock and Hogan.
Mm-hmm. And I just want to mention that Cora Jade, who also got released, that was a big shock for people. It looks like here from Edwin, she says it's going to be in her wrestling appearance at ALW Star Spangled Slammer 9 on July 28th. For people that are fans of Cora Jade, want to check her out, go check her out over there. That's great. I got to say, man, R-Truth turning, kind of not turning. I don't think this is like a turn per se, because he did get obviously taken out by John Cena in that conference as well. But I'll say this, man, he's such a lovable character, and he's so innocent, right? What do you think? Is this just kind of just getting R-Truth involved, or do you think this is going to be something more major going on here with Cena moving forward, or is this kind of just like a one-off thing?
They're gonna do Cena versus Truth, but you know, I know some people say, oh, you know, it's not great to have one of Cena's appearances be a match with R-Truth. Why? This is a match that's been built for years. The running gag that, you know, his childhood hero is John Cena. Like, it's been there. This is so obviously a match that needs to happen before Cena goes away. Has to.
Mm-hmm. And well, with Cena specifically in that match with Randy Orton, which I was marking out like crazy, I think it's gonna be tough to top that one. I thought that's easily been the best match so far. With Cena and
with you mentioning the beer bottle, by the way, did you see the video at Backlash? They made all fans, whether you had a water bottle, beer bottle, or anything, you had to put your drink into a cup. And if you didn't, it was confiscated off of you. They took all bottles. They took no chances at that.
Yeah, well, it takes one person to ruin it for everybody, right? This happens in sports as well. Like, it takes one person to ruin it. I'm just happy Cena, you know, obviously he did get hit by it, but he's fine, right? He got hit in the kneecap by it, right? It's not like this isn't the old days where they filled the whole ring with like food, drinks, beer cans, like the whole thing. It's a different era. You can't do that type of stuff anymore. And to be completely honest, like throwing stuff in the middle of the ring, throwing stuff at wrestlers, just so stupid, right? It's just absolutely moronic. And I'm sure he knew that. I don't know. Maybe he was drunk. I don't know what the story is there. I haven't really followed up on it. But Cena's run has been good so far. I hope it continues. But I do hope. I'm telling you, I hope. I'm sorry. I do hope we do get some sort of payoff in the future. It can be in the long future. With The Rock here and that's selling the soul storyline, but maybe that's in the future. So see, I just gotta say, man, truly a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for doing with me. I'm setting up my new studio here, new audio. You guys can tell it's hopefully it sounds a lot better than before. Being able to use StreamYard now to put some comments on the screen and everything, and just have everybody here join us. Hawk, thank you for becoming a new member, and everybody that came here and joined us. Thank you so much for hanging out. And see, you once again, man. Just you're a great friend to me. I've known you for years, and I really appreciate you joining me. And if you want to join me again sometime, anytime you want, let me know.
I will happily do that. Just maybe not at this time of night every week. Do you know what I
mean? What time is it where you live right now?
It is 20 to 5 in the morning.
Oh, that's fine. What's 4:40 is not bad. 4:40 is not bad. All right, man. I'll let you go to sleep.
Let's see when Botch Guy streams at 4:40 is time. Yeah.
I'll do. You know what? During the pandemic, when I didn't have a full-time job, okay, I used to be streaming at like those crazy hours too, man. I'm not lying. I used to be streaming. I was very tired. See, I was
but to be fair, during the pandemic, I didn't even know what the time was. No one gave a damn.
That's true. Everybody was kind of just staying online anyway. Thanks, guys. Thanks, C, for joining me. And everybody here, thank you so much for joining me as well. I'm going to be going live again, either on SmackDown or Monday Night Raw. I'm not sure when. Maybe both even. I don't know. And I'm not sure when C's going to join us again. But everybody just thanks C. Go subscribe to his channel. Great YouTuber. And if you guys haven't subscribed to my channel, feel free to subscribe. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you guys for joining me. Take care, guys. Pleasure.